Welcome to Optimization. This lesson is part of Module 05, Chat Model Fine-Tuning. Let's get started. Let's now look at Lesson 5.6, Optimization and Deployment. Here we can see the inference optimization. Let's now look at Overview. Here we can see the quantization trade-offs. You've built an amazing chat model with personality, multi-turn capability, and advanced features. Now make it production ready. Learn to optimize inference speed, reduce costs, deploy effectively, and monitor performance. Duration, 60 minutes. Difficulty, intermediate to advanced. Let's now look at learning objectives. Here we can see the batching strategies. By the end of this lesson, you will optimize inference speed and latency, reduce memory usage and deployment costs, choose the right quantization strategy, deploy chat models effectively, monitor and iterate on production models, handle edge cases and failures gracefully. Let's now look at optimization strategy overview. Here we can see the latency throughput. Let's now look at the optimization triangle. Here we can see the quantization quality ladder. Here's the bash code for this section, starting with fast. Trade-offs: fast plus, cheap, lower accuracy, aggressive quantization. Fast plus, accurate, expensive, large GPUs, unquantized. Cheap plus, accurate, slower, small GPU, full precision. Goal: find the sweet spot for your use case. Let's now look at inference speed optimization. Here we can see the speculative decoding diagram. Let's now look at baseline, measure current speed. Here we can see the serving stack comparison. Load your model. Benchmark function. Warm up, benchmark, measure. Expected, Tesla P40, Llama 3.23b, 4-bit. Tokens, second, 20, 30 tokens S. Latency, 256 tokens, 812 seconds. Let's now look at optimization. 1. Use flash attention, if available. Windows limitation. Flash attention, not available, Linux WSL only. Here's the Python code for this section, starting with model, type of fast language, model, dot from pre-trained. Speed improvement, 2 to 3x faster. Your situation? Skip this. Windows. Let's now look at optimization. 2. Adjust batch size. Multi-user. Create pipeline with batching. Serve multiple requests efficiently. Batched inference faster than one by one. Speed improvement. 2-4x throughput for multiple users. Let's now look at optimization 3. Reduce max tokens. Bad. Always generate max tokens. Good. Generate only what's needed. Speed improvement. 4-8x faster for typical chat responses. Let's now look at optimization 4. Use static KV cache. Enable KV caching, default in unsloth. Speed improvement ensures 30% faster. Already enabled. Unsloth does this automatically. Let's now look at optimization 5. Lower temperature for greedy decoding. Slower, sampling faster, less sampling diversity. Fastest, greedy decoding. Speed improvement, 10-20% faster. Trade-off, less diverse outputs. Let's now look at cost optimization. Let's now look at memory usage comparison. G, model format, Chevram usage, load time, inference speed, Xi by T. Low rank adaptation, 4-bit, 6GB, fast, 2030 TOC S, merged 4-bit, 3GB, fast, 2535 TOC is best, merged 16-bit, 7GB, medium, 3040 TOC S, full 32-bit, 14GB, slow, 35 to 45 TOC S, recommendation for deployment, merged 4-bit, smallest VRAM usage, fastest load time, good inference speed, no low rank adaptation loading overhead. Let's now look at create merged 4-bit model. Load your LoRa model, save as merged 4-bit. Let's now look at deployment options. Let's now look at option 1, local API server, Flask. Load model once at startup. Get messages from request, generate extract, assistant response. Here's the PowerShell code for this section, starting with Python deployment API server.py. Here's the PowerShell code for this section, starting with curl xpost http://localhost 5000 chat. Let's now look at option 2, fast API, production ready. Models load model, convert to dict to generate. Benefits: automatic API documentation and docs, input validation, async support, production ready install, fast API. Here's the PowerShell code for this section, starting with pip install fastpy uvicorn. Here's the PowerShell code for this section, starting with Python deployment fastpy server.py. Access docs http://localhost 8000 to docs. Let's now look at option 3, Gradio interface, quick demo. Load model chat function, build messages from history, generate, create interface. Here's the PowerShell code for this section, starting with pip install Gradio. Here's the PowerShell code for this section, starting with Python deployment Gradio Chap.py. Benefits: beautiful UI out of the box, share link for demos, multi-turn conversation support, perfect for showcasing. Let's now look at monitoring and evaluation. Let's now look at production metrics to track. Usage and API, generate response. Let's now look at A/B testing. Load 2 model versions, log which version was used. Let's now look at handling edge cases. Let's now look at edge case 1, very long conversations. Always keep system prompt, keep last end messages, use an API. Let's now look at edge case 2, inappropriate requests. Use an API, check each user message, proceed with generation. Let's now look at edge case 3, model failures. Validate response, final fallback. Let's now look at production deployment checklist. Here's the bash code for this section, starting with pre-deployment checklist. Let's now look at key takeaways. 1. Merged 4-bit, best deployment format. 2. Benchmark first, know your baseline. 3. Monitor everything. Metrics guide improvements. 4. Handle failures gracefully. Retries plus fallbacks. 5. Start simple. Flask, fast API. Advanced. Safety matters. Content moderation plus input validation. Let's now look at Module 5 complete. You've mastered understanding chat model architecture, creating high-quality chat datasets, fine-tuning for personality, multi-turn conversation training, advanced techniques, function calling, retrieval augmented generation, agents, production optimization and deployment. Your chat model is production ready. Let's now look at what's next. Continue your learning journey. Next module, Module 6, Advanced Techniques. Or deploy your model. Use the deployment scripts from this lesson. Let's now look at additional resources. Fast API documentation, Gradio documentation, model optimization guide, production ML best practices. Congratulations on completing Module 5. You're a chat fine-tuning expert. That wraps up optimization. Well done on completing this lesson. See you in the next one.